The parents of the Penn State student who died after an alleged hazing ritual is calling for swifter justice for their son, Timothy Piazza. His father, Jim Piazza, said in a statement after yesterday's pretrial questioning, quote, "These hearings have tried our patience." He accused defense attorneys of attempting to justify the unjustifiable. Timothy Piazza, you may recall, died back in February after a fraternity event involving heavy drinking. Jericka Duncan is outside the courthouse in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, where the legal process will resume again next month. Jericka, good morning.
Good morning. Only 5 of the defense attorneys for those Penn State students got a chance to question the prosecution's first witness. Now, the other attorneys will have their chance next month in a 2-day hearing process. Remember, those hearings will determine the outcome of whether or not this case goes to trial. Defense attorneys representing the Beta Theta Pi fraternity brothers cross-examined the lead investigator in the case Tuesday. One attorney said his client wasn't in the frat house when Timothy Piazza fell down a flight of stairs after an alleged hazing ritual known as the Gauntlet. Others argued their clients did not force Piazza to drink.
Our primary concern here is the fact that this is a case that's clearly been overcharged.
Michael Engel is representing Gary DeBillio, one of the 8 fraternity members facing the most severe charges: involuntary manslaughter and aggravated assault.
While Gary may be responsible for certain things, he's not responsible for the serious charges in this case.
According to a grand jury presentment, DeBillio and at least one other fraternity brother advocated for calling an ambulance, but were told Piazza's condition was typical of bid acceptance night. During the hearings, the prosecution presented incriminating text messages sent from some of the frat brothers. One of the texts said he looked expletive dead.
The boys themselves knew what they did. The text admit it right after, before he even passes away. They say it's because of the hazing, it's because of the drinking, we caused this, we should have called 911.
CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
The text messages that came from some of these young men are what we call in the law consciousness of guilt. Once you put those things in writing, ultimately, those text messages are going to come back to haunt them.
In his statement, Jim Piazza encouraged the parents of those charged to come forward with any information, everything that they have that could be helpful. He also said that his family is committed to this legal process and that they are doing this for their son, Tim. Not only just for him, they said, but for all of those that come behind Tim as they enter their college years. Jeff?
All right, Jericka Duncan, thank you.